Okay, yeah.
We'll
I'm
go
definitely
over.
I'm doing something wrong for sure. But
Yeah, whatever. You'd be like that sometime.
Or rather,
so,
1-1.
other than that,
short of runway 5.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want, we could take another look at it while we're commuting.
Okay, yeah. That's
And
fine.
Krupa is Rattler and Jedi, just one Jedi flight.
Well, it's like the whole face just exploded.
The fuck?
Oh, wow.
Alright, hang on. Pop up.
The shit just happened here. The drone. The rogue drone.
Oh god. Respawning was not the answer.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Fuck, that was a bad
The hell? That drone is like invincible too. Like nothing can kill it.
Over 310.3. 310.3. Check 1.
Okay. How are you doing over there at Soundtape?
I think I'm green.
Sweet. I'm just need a moment to get my full alignment on over here.
Alright.
But whilst I'm waiting on that, I'm setting up my laser codes. So if you want, I could talk you through that.
Yeah, sure. I'm ready to go.
Alright, so I'm on my Dismiss page.
Okay.
On the top set of buttons, I'm clicking Inventory.
Okay.
So now you'll see all of your weapons just displayed out just like in the DSM Dismiss, minus the boxes. So you've got laser guided weaponry, right?
I do, yes.
Do you have like GPUs, APKWSs? What are you running with here?
APKWSs, I might have GB38s.
Gotcha. Okay, the 38s we won't have to worry about. Those should be GPS guided. The APKWSs, do you have on like asymmetrical, or do you have a symmetrical loadout?
It's symmetrical.
Symmetrical. So let's go ahead and click on one of your APKWSs, say for example on the left side, that you know has a symmetrical pair on the opposite end.
Okay. They're both highlighted right now.
Okay.
Is that okay, or does it only need to be one?
We really need just one.
Okay, got it.
Alright.
Alright. In there?
And from there, once I clicked the APKWS, it should bring me to a screen that shows me inventory select.
Yes.
And now I'm going to choose rocket on the bottom left.
Okay.
And now it's asking me for laser code. So your laser code is going to be 1512. So you type 1512 and then press the box next to laser code afterwards. What you should see now is that the laser code should read 1512 after you've done that.
And I'm typing this in on the keyboard that's right in front of me? Like
Yep,
right in front
exactly.
Of your face? Okay.
Both keyboards will do the job. They're basically, they're essentially having the same function, but the one in front of you is going to be easier in most cases. And then once you enter that code in there, you want to make sure it says 1512, and then you want to make sure to hit, in your case, since you have a symmetrical loadout on your wing for that particular pylon, you'll hit load symmetrical.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't, dude. I can't even. I'm just gonna stop it. I'm because I was having problems with my axes
Ooh.
not registering in game.
Your brakes.
So I'm just calling it for the night.
Catch it 10-4.
No, just yeah. I'll see y'all later.
All right, have a good one, man. That sucks.
Me too.
Alright, brother. See you
Yeah.
later.
Peace.
All right. So let me know how things are looking over there with the laser codes.
I'm streaming.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
having the same
yeah. I
problem.
could take a look at it.
I think I'm doing it right, but you.
Let me take a look. See here. Oof. Wait, all right. So could you zoom in for me? Yeah. All right. So currently your laser code says 1688. So now type in 1512. Oh, see how it says error on the display in the center? You need to hit clear first. So that'll clear the error. Now you can type in your code. And now you could press the laser code button. Yep. And it should swap it out now. Yep. Now you can hit load symmetrical.
All right, thank you. I'm very new to
All
the
good.
A10. So
All
thank
good.
you,
Yeah, no worries.
I just transferred over from the Hornet section a couple of
cool.
days ago.
All right. Did you load symmetrical on that one?
Okay, so that's symmetrical. There we go.
Yeah. Now you should
There
see
we
that
go.
it's reading the correct.
Yep, both sides. Yeah.
Now if you got any pylon that is not symmetrical, then you do the same exact thing, but but when you're ready to save it, instead of hitting load symmetrical, you just hit load, and that'll just save it for that particular pylon only.
Got it. Okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
All good.
Understood. Alright, so Bear's gone. What's your status?
Do you want me to fly lead in this one?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
You could.
That's fine by me. I am green jet right now. let me just get my wheel trucks out of the way and ready to get going.
Copy.
Let me just
Wheel chocks are now
confirm.
removed.
Kandahar. Yeah, we're good there. It's our aft radio. All right. I am rolling. Actually, before I get rolling, I'm gonna have to confirm. Let's see. Kandahar Tower, pig flight of 2, requesting to taxi. Let's see if someone's on there. You heard anything?
No, I haven't heard anything. I heard your traffic.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, maybe they've moved over to the other.
Let's go to say call sign.
This is Pig.
Alright, big, taxi to holding point 05 by Golf Echo.
Golf Echo, Pig copies. Alright, let me take a quick look. Yep, should be good.
Springfield 1 tree.
Alright. I'm rolling forward.
Springfield 1 tree.
Oh yeah, look at that destruction. Holy shit.
Noise.
Wow.
Alright. Bang right here on the taxiway. And we'll proceed. So first things first, we'll probably have our flaps set to half. And before we get to the end of the runway, I'd probably just spot check your brakes a few times just to make sure those guys are working.
Springfield 1 2 on 30.3.
All good to me.
Nice. So with taking off,
Springfield 1 2.
you've probably done this a few times, but
Springfield.
we'll hold brakes, we'll rev up all the way. I'll call brakes 3 times, and that's when we go.
Not on ATC.
On takeoff, we'll immediately
I have to do it outside a game. I cannot
pull the
change
gear
it
up. And we'll probably hold
no worries.
off on bringing the flaps up until we get over
Still
200 airspeed.
Copy that.
Alright, I'm going to be holding short here. Going to call tower. Kandahar Tower, pig flight of 2, holding short of runway 05.
Big flight, contact tower 310.3.
3103.
Big flight for verification is 310.3.
Okay, set this sucker to preset. Let's see. Have those presets, do we? Alright, I'm gonna just switch manually. 310.3, he said. Alright, here we go. Kandahar Tower, pig flight of 2, holding short at runway 05.
Big flight, contact tower 310.3. Yeah, roger, I see him. You got me.
Manual. There we go. Kandahar Tower, pig flight of 2, holding short of runway 05.
Those flights. Kandahar Tower, good afternoon. Winds calm, runway 5 clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
All good. Pig flight, heading out for a straight out departure. Alright, let's do it.
And big flight on departure, set your altitude.
Pig flight copies. Alright, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's rock and roll.
Alright, holding down the brakes. Revving up the engine.
Revving them up.
One more time, are you ready?
Ready.
On 3 brakes. Brake, brake, brake. Alright. Rotating. Gear up. Alright, flaps up.
Roger that. Flaps up.
We'll just pick up a little bit of speed. We'll pass the departure point and start moving towards waypoint 2.
Roger.
We got a Chinook right below us on the right hand side.
Yep, there's Tally.
Alright. Setting to waypoint 2. I'm going to slow down my, bring my throttle down so that my fuel flow is going to be 25. I'm just doing that to make it easier for you to stay in formation with me. And rolling left towards waypoint 2.
Roger that. Rolling left.
Looks like we got quite a bit of wind today.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright. I'm gonna try to bring it up to 8,000 and then we can stabilize.
Roger.
That'll give us a moment to just briefly set up the targeting pod. Alright, so let's get the targeting pod warmed up, bring it to air to ground.
Big flight to altitude.
Pig flight is currently at Angels 8.
Big flight, departure radar contact. Climb at your discretion. Resume on mission and remain on this frequency.
Pig flight copies. Alright.
Big flight, traffic, 12 o'clock. Angel 6 from left to right. Friendly Kiowa helicopter, report traffic site.
Pig copies. Alright. So we got some Kiowa flight below us. We'll just maintain our altitude. Let's see. My secondary comm, I saw Warlord is 308.0. So I'll keep that open just in case we need some hints when we get to the AO. Is your targeting pod warmed up? You there, Sente? Oh, there we go.
Not yet. Almost.
Almost, okay. So once again, you've got GPU 38s, you've got APKWS, what else have you got in there?
And then I've got 6 65 deltas.
Excellent. We'll wait till we get a little closer to warm up the electro-optical. Because those guys have, well, from what I recall, like about an hour burnout time, and then eventually then you'll have to shut them off and restart them again.
Keep pods up.
Awesome. So now in your targeting pod, go to air to ground mode, and then on the top left you should see control.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and on your up front keyboard enter your laser code, which is 1512. And you're going to press the button that correlates with L for lasing. So you're going to switch that from the default to your 1512.
Got it. T-pod showing 1512.
Now another thing we could do is you could also pick up a laser spot track from my laser. So you could also type in 1513 and then hit LSS so that you'll be able to laser spot track off of my frequency.
Alright, LSS is 1513.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and hit return on the top left.
Alright, return. Got it.
Alright, our targeting pod should be set up. I'm just checking my profiles. I usually have to set up my GBU 12s. That takes a little bit more work. But your GBU 83s should be good to go. And you said you had CBU 105s?
Negative. I just have APKWS and then 65 deltas.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, yeah, that should be good.
The deltas are warming up.
Alright. Alright, so we are expecting some short-range air defense available on that convoy. So we're going to want to be... We're not going to climb too high. We're going to want to be able to terrain math relatively quickly. I'm seeing 21 nails on my 3 o'clock. Are you getting that as well?
How do you turn that panel on?
Turn what to analog, sorry?
The one that's under the UFC.
So what are you looking at exactly?
I just have 3, it says off, off, off. It's right underneath the UFC. It's one of the...
Okay, for the jammer, missile, and chaff glare?
Yes, right,
Yes.
right.
So look on underneath your right MFD. You got your gauges, then underneath that, there's your fuel display set.
Yes.
Then underneath that, there's a display, and then there's 4 metal switches and a dial. Right-click the 4 metal switches, and then set the dial to semi.
Big flight contact show time 289.
10-4. Showtime 39. Apologies. Can you provide frequency for showtime 39?
Big flight contact show time on 289er. You could return to this frequency when you're inbound back to Kandahar.
10-4. Oh, god damn it. Did I already forget? Kandahar Tower, deep apologies. Can you repeat that frequency once more time for pick flight?
Big flight contact show time 289er. 289er.
Thank you very much. Trying to see if it's in my presets. There it is, 289er. Showtime, this is Pig Flight with 2 times A10s. Check again.
Pig 1-3 showtime, radar contact, Alpha check, bullseye 35517, Angels 8, continue.
Okay, copies. Alright, let me, one thing I wanted to do is let me just get my bullseye up on my, CDU, on my, hood, just so I got that reference. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're within 25 of the AO. I'm going to start warming up the electro-optical and the Mavericks. It's time to start fencing in, so
Ram
shutting off lights.
1-1, single group, maneuver north.
Showtime, check 1, down 40 miles.
I'm currently monitoring channel 6 on the aft
Check
radio.
1-1 showtime, push 310 point, back to post tower.
Check 1-1.
But I say channel 6, I mean channel
Showtime,
5.
single group vanish, bullseye 224, 142.
So you should hear Showtime on there. He's going to be our AWACS.
Showtime Ram, flight of 2 F-18s, low state 4.0, customer should go to Boston.
Check 1-1 showtime, pigeon 00580.
Alright, so we'll just call in
Showtime Ram 1, radar spike Vic 29.
fenced in. So 1
330.
fenced in, current fuel state 7.6.
Ram 1-1 showtime, single group 34069.
Asante, you still there?
Ram.
Yeah, I'm trying to shift over to that frequency.
10-4. I'm starting to climb a little bit because we've got some more elevation out here. And with being fenced in, I've got my targeting pod fully prepared. Maverick
Okay.
is just about ready. External lights are off.
I think I've got one light left on, but I'm not sure which one it is.
So conveniently, we've got a external master light switch, which will basically shut everything off for you in one
Okay.
go.
Where is that?
It's the pinky switch. Let me check that real quick at the controls. So pinky switch center. POTUS pinky switch center.
Okay.
That is like a one button rules them all light switch. But I would just make sure that we got enough elevation, probably like around 10 Angels 10, just to be clear of these peaks here. And they gave us marks in the air again.
Show time, check 1-2, checking in.
Check 1-2,
Alright.
showtime, radar contact, alpha check, bullseye 15317, Angels 18. Continue.
Alright. Let's make a slight right turn here. Let me know when you've
check
got
1-2,
eyes on
recommend
flight
flow,
controls again.
270.
Yep, I'm on.
Alright.
2-7.
Let's switch your left screen over to your TAD screen.
Copy.
And then hold your target management switch left long. On the top right corner you should see SPI on.
Top left of where?
Sorry, top right corner of your TAD screen.
Oh yeah, speed on. Got it.
Yep. So now what that's doing is that you can see that there'll be a nice extension between you and your target. It's going to be broadcasting your target to me. And likewise, I can broadcast my speed to you. So it's going to make it a little easier to share information with across towards each other here. Which is going to come in real handy under the conditions.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm currently looking on the ground. Let me take a look at what we got here. I see some lights on the ground, but might just be some buildings. Yeah, those buildings. So we are basically looking anywhere between here and waypoint. Oh, cool. Okay, I see. Waypoint 3 is on the ground. Nice. I was thinking we would have to freeball some of these points on the ground, but they kindly gave us the next one on the ground. So let's try to keep ourselves, I'm turning hard left right now. I'm going to try to keep that waypoint well to my right, since our targeting pod is on the right wing. And just confirming, those displays that you were referring to before, they now say standby air. They should display your chaff and flare count, and missile warning system NWS should now read active.
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent. So your countermeasures are good to go. Alright, so I'm currently looking at waypoint 3. I've slaved my targeting pod by holding China hat aft long. And that should slave your targeting pod directly to it. I'm using boat switch aft short to, or out, or forward short to switch between white is hot and black is hot.
Ram 11 showtime.
In Fleur,
push, uniform,
and we're going to start
10
searching
decimal
between
3,
waypoints 3
contact
and
boat
waypoint
tower.
4 for our targets. There should
Ram
be a
caution,
convoy on a
got
road
emergency
along the river,
currently in place.
and we're just going to stay well to the right of that until we get eyes on. And bear in mind, the A10 is pretty awesome in that, unlike the F-18, you've got your HMCS as well as night vision. So don't be afraid to use both. But try to keep a little bit of distance from waypoint, the space between waypoints 3 and 4, just to make sure you don't get tagged by any short range defense here. Let's see, I'm gonna start looking from waypoint 4. If you could start looking from waypoint 3, and then we'll try to meet in the center. Copy that.
Copy.
Alright. Let me know if any questions pop up.
Okay, will do.
Showtime, check 1-2, request direct to Roast.
I think what we might do, just to avoid any potential conflicts
Check 1,
between
2,
each other,
Pigeons post.
I'm going to
257,
raise my
1,
altitude.
4, push uniform 310.3.
I'm seeing you're currently at 10,000. I'm going to try to go over 12.
Alright, roger that.
Do you have visual of the river?
I do, yes.
I've got visual on convoy.
Copy that.
Alright, I'm going to get a point track on that guy. I'm going to have to turn towards him. Alright. It is a pretty good sized convoy. I'm quite glad to see that. Alright, I am broadcasting my speed. You should now see like a 2-tiered wedding cake and a blue line going from my aircraft to the target.
Yep, tally. I see it.
Let's keep our distance. Let's first evaluate what we got there. First vehicle looks to be a supply truck. Second vehicle, so we got two main battle tanks. Vehicle 3 looks to be an air defense vehicle, Shilka, that we'll need to take out. Vehicle 4 is BTR. 5 is IFV. 6 and 7, 6, 7, 8 are main battle tanks. 9 is another IFV, 10 is another truck, 11 is a truck, 12 is a truck, 13 is another Shilka air defense. We'll need to take that guy out. That's, let's see, that's an IFV, BTR. Alright, so our priority is going to be the Shilkas, then the main battle tanks, then the BTRs, then the IFVs. So there was a IFV up front, and then there was an IFV out back. Which one do you want? I could take the one up front, actually, if you want. I'm gonna rifle off a Maverick on them, and my goal is I want to stop that convoy.
Roger that. I'm getting configured.
So if you could find the Shilka that's further out back, I believe it was vehicle 13. You know, you got a rough idea of what they look like, what that profile, what profile you're looking for?
Just describe it. It's just the vehicle mounted one on the back of the truck, right?
So it's not just the truck; it's an armored tank. But instead of having a massive turret, it's got what appears to be like 2 guns in the front. And that thing can absolutely wreak havoc on us. I'm within 2 miles, actually. I'm way too close. I've got to turn away. Shit. Alright. But I've got a nice point track on that second one. So if you look at the convoy, look at the third vehicle in. That's essentially where I'm going to be having my SPI. That's going to be the first Shilka. I gotta catch them again because I just lost my point track. They weren't far off. Sorry, not the third vehicle, it's the fourth vehicle in. Because the first one was a truck. Alright, so my SPI is currently broadcasting the fourth vehicle in, which is the first Shilka. Ooh, there we go. Still got my point track. Excellent. Alright, I'm going in hot with Maverick. Rifle. Rifle Shilka. Turning away. Splash Shilka. Or shall I say Shack Shilka. So now we need to find that secondary Shilka before we can get any closer. Or try to do any overhead stuff.
Copy, I'm looking for it.
It's gonna look like a very stubby armored vehicle with 2 large guns up front.
Taxi to parking area.
Yeah, just be aware, we've got some pretty tall peaks here, so occasionally take a look with night vision. I would say to be safe, don't go below 10K. Right now you're around 6. Be aware, AAA, AAA. Not sure what they're firing at. Oh, it looks like they're just dropping flares. So the good news is the convoy is at a stop.
1-1. Taxi to parking area.
There's quite a bit of them down there.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Yeah, just make sure you check your altitude.
Yeah, I'm climbing.
1-4. Taxi to parking area.
I think they're trying to be tricky. They're like, some of them are like taking cover. behind trees and buildings and stuff, so be aware. They're not being complacent targets. I believe I found the second shield cup.
Warning, autopilot.
If you don't mind, I'm probably going to go ahead and just fire at him immediately. And so we can start engaging the rest of these guys more freely. Just going to need a little more altitude for that. He's dug in pretty well. He's in a complex with a bunch of trees around him. Alright. There we go. Maverick sees him. Rifle 1 times. Shield cup. Actually, is that a shield cup? Shit, that's an IV. Oh well. Find him on the next one. He's elusive, that one. Now, if we drop weapons from high enough, like if we're keeping 12K up and up, I think we'll be plenty safe to try to drop some bombs on them. Okay. I'm still going to be looking for that Shilka in particular, but I'm going to just say we start engaging. We get moving. Oh, yeah. There we go. I got a positive ID. This time it's 100%.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm looking at?
Negative. I'm climbing out of this fog right now.
10-4.
Cloud, rather.
Well, once the shield goes out of the way, we're safe to start dropping things overhead.
Sounds good.
All right. Locked. Rifle.
Big 1-3,
One time
showtime,
Shilka.
stay state.
Pig is currently state 6.2.
Showtime, Falcon, Miller time, recommend RTP.
How do I
Copies.
toggle over to the showtime frequency?
Aft radio is currently
Expect remaining flight time,
Channel
less than
5.
20 minutes.
so for the aft radio. Let's make sure you have it set.
Warning, autopilot.
Make sure you have your aft radio set for preset.
Warning, autopilot.
1-3. Taxi to parking area.
And then there's a dial to the right of channel for channel preset selector. So when I'm saying aft radio, you know which one I'm referring to, right? It's the one that just says UHF on the right.
Okay, yep, I see it.
So you want to make sure that your dial, bottom right dial on that module is set to preset. You got it, the preset?
I'm just having a hell of a time reading this shit. Let me turn the lights on.
Yeah, you got a flashlight bound? Because it'll be tough to read without flashlight. I would just have your plane set in autopilot and try to set this up. But we'll try to drop a few bombs and then we gotta go because they're calling Miller time right now. And, you know, they kind of got us out there late, so I feel like I'm bored and glad to go in there a little later. I feel like we're owed some kills. Hogs need to get their taste of blood here.
I'm going in on a run on a T90.
4. I'm dropping, I'm coming in with 105, so I'm going to try to swipe a few. Oh, it looks like they're moving again. Can't have that. I'm gonna fire a Maverick at the whichever is the lead vehicle deciding to get rolling. That lead T90 then.
Rifle.
10-4, do you know which one?
I think it might be one of the front ones. I'm not sure.
One of the front ones or the front one?
Not the front one. Not with you have speed.
Alright, rifle should be lead tank. I'm getting ready for a 105 pass once this hits. Alright, Shack T80.
Pick 1-3, showtime, push uniform 300.3, contact Kandahar Tower.
Repeat last.
Pick 1-3, showtime, push uniform 300.3, contact Kandahar Tower.
300.3. Take copies.
Showtime, midnight, 289er. Go on.
Thank you. Alright, I'm switching aft radio to channel 1 so that to monitor the airfield comms. I'm going in for one bomb run and then I'm going RTB. I suggest you do the same. What do you got in sight?
Scanning right now.
All right. So I'm looking. I'm gonna see if I can try to get a group of vehicles here.
Rifle.
4.
Big flight.
Big flight.
Big flight Libra index. If you could begin your way home, flight heading 190.
190. Pick copies.
Alright, I'm gonna rejoin on you.
Yep.
I got a good kill on that. Good kill on that T80.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'm just pickling off the CBU and then we're going 190.
Copy that, 190.
I've been waiting for this drop queue. Come on.
Pull
Pickle
up.
1.
Pull up.
Pickle 2. And heading 190. These poor bastards don't know what's coming. Alright. Turning night vision on. Let's see. I'll,
Big flight.
take flight.
Big flight, if you'd like to remain in the area and continue with second part, join us on Discord for AAR and switch to CPAT for the rest of your control.
Copy.
I like that.
Alright, let's do that. We'll jump up there with them.
Yep, and then hook back around.
Yeah.
Roberts, if you want to stay on frequency with Big Flight, go ahead, but I'm gonna... Oh, okay.
We'll be up here.
Warning, autopilot. Warning, autopilot.
Sensei, are you still able to hear me
Outcast
on
1-2.
3-0?
Polygono.
Yeah, 3-0. You just flashed there.
Outcast 1-2.
Outcast 1-2.
Outcast 1-2. Say again.
Outcast 1-2, we are index. You could continue in the AO or you could
Warning,
RTV.
autopilot.
Sensei, are you able to hear me on 3-0?
Copy. Outcast
Tertiary
1-2.
radio.
Outcast 1-2, would you like vectors to Kandahar?
Negative. I have 8 points set up, so I should be good.
Alright, Outcast 1-2, contact tower on this frequency when you're less than 3 miles out. If you receive no response, just CTAF.
Asante, I'm going in hot with GBU-12 on a main battle tank.
Copy that.
Four seconds. Pickle. Or Fabeway, shall I say.
Warning, autopilot.
Well, I'll take two kind with the GBUs that don't land, right? What's going on here?
What's good?
Hello.
Feel free to keep calling out your weapon releases on this frequency.
Copy, I haven't released it.
Greetings, human beings. Greetings.
Incredible.
Who can I message my AAR to?
Who is that?
Allegana.
Just send them.
Oh, where's Walsh?
Yeah, I'm into Walsh.
Okay.
Where's Walsho?
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, please DM me if you have to go. Thanks. Sorry guys for everybody moved up here quickly. We are officially indexed. I know there's a few people still in the server on mission. That's fine. We're going to leave the server up. However, we just want to do this debrief. If I call on you and you're too busy because of the flight or whatever, just let me know. I'll come back to you. Okay. If you haven't done a mission with me, what I like is one positive, one negative, and then any comments that you have. You won't hurt my feelings. Don't worry about that. There was certainly a lot of things that went wrong here. First and foremost, A10 guys, I apologize. Just that. I'll go from bottom to top. Wayne, you were observing. I don't know if you have anything to add, sir. Officer Wayne going once, going twice.
Asante, just checking. My fuel state is currently 5,000.
Temple, you here, buddy?
Can you report your fuel state?
He left a little bit ago.
Roger that. I'm at 4.8.
Yes.
Come back to you, Roberts. I know
We'll
you got
RTB
kinda
if we get to
holes there,
2K
but-
or if we're done.
I have absolutely nothing to say.
Okay, very good. Go.
I'm about 56 miles out, just on
Roger that.
to Nimrose. That was a really good change of pace. We're on route with these air ordinance. All of a sudden, massive air. We got racetrack set up and we're able to do our job pretty flight overall performed pretty well.
some of us still need to learn how to stick a landing with those, you know, short airstrip night landings, but it is what it is. Just going with practice. Other than that, though, pretty good mission overall.
Okay. Thank you. Kiel?
Rifle Maverick.
Very good. Thank you.
Spectator.
Grant? Gotcha. Grant?
Once again, my plane exploded for no reason. I don't know why during the initial engagement with the MiGs. Other than that,
Shack
though,
T-72.
the comms went well. Showtime. Tower, good job, Roberts. No cons.
Okay, thank you. Hopefully maybe on the TAC view we can see what happened there. I wasn't aware that I wasn't paying attention to you.
Yeah, no worries.
$10 at the start of 2017.
Couldn't see anything.
Alright, Escalante.
It was a great mission, lots of fun. I was pretty much alone. Excuse me. That cough. So I was pretty much alone. So I had lots of targets for myself. It was fun. No negatives with the mission. Really, the only negative thing is we really need to improve attendance by the Apache guys.
I'm sorry, improve what?
Attendance by the Apache guys. Yeah.
Sure. Alan?
I was just watching.
We used you today.
Major Wells, I'm here, sir. I'm sorry I missed my roll call for my AR.
Wayne, yeah. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was just observing ATC today. It seemed like for the comms were pretty good, very clean, concise, and to the point. I will say, not really as a comment, just a suggestion, that some pilots have their SRS
Rifle
mic
Maverick, main
volume
battle tank.
way too loud, and it overclips terribly. So I would just suggest getting it in, like, I don't know, maybe on TAC-1 with one of your flight members or whatever, and just kind of tweaking that just a little bit. I mean, it's not a lot, just a little bit, just bringing it down off that clipping threshold there.
Okay, thank you. I'm not sure if there's a local setting or something that can correct that. That may be a question for one of the tech guys.
And while sorry, Temple's back in. I didn't realize you're going from bottom to top. I just joined.
Yeah, sorry about that. No worries. Temple, what do you got for me, buddy?
I thought it was awesome. I thought the controllers were spot on and perfect, and a good surprise because we have to expect to land. So having the red air jump right in on us, that was really good, and I had a lot of fun. So excellent mission.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry, what were you in today?
I was Rattler 1-4.
Very good. Okay, Shepard, did I get you?
I enjoyed it. It was definitely a surprise. I wasn't expecting it. I have to say, for this one, no cons. This is the funnest mission I've had so far.
Oh, good. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Oliver support, I'll come back. Spit.
There we go. So yeah, flying in the A10 today. Outside of the spicy start there, we were able to at least get 2 out of our 3 A10s back up and get in the air. We're just trying to make up for some lost time here, so that's why we're still out. But overall, I think that having a convoy mission, this is fantastic for the A10s. This is actually a blast.
Autopilot.
I'm enjoying this a lot. I just wish we were able to get out here a little earlier.
Rifle Maverick.
Yeah, so the explosion thing is unforgivable on my end, but I will fix it. The problem with this mission is once the cat's out of the bag, the cat's out of the bag, so I can't ever really run the mission again. However,
Scratch
fix it
PCVR 80.
in case we do it again, and I'm glad to hear you like the convoy missions. I'll definitely throw you guys a bone for next week.
Much appreciated. Thank for all your efforts.
And yeah, I'm sorry that you guys have to deal with it in the dark now. You're right. We would have been up there about a half an hour earlier if it wasn't for that, so apologies for that.
Oh, the A10 doesn't mind the dark that much.
Okay. Ascente.
Alright, sorry.
No problem.
I have it
hear
like
you.
muted.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was muted and I'm currently flying right now. Pros, it was a fun operation. I'm a new pilot with you guys and I enjoy every single one. I flew with the A10s. Like he said, I really enjoyed the convoy mission. That was awesome. Con, obviously that unfortunate incident at the beginning. Other than that, yeah, awesome. Really enjoying it. Really enjoying playing with the cab. So, thanks, guys.
Great. Glad to have you here. Listen, between yourself and Spit and Bear, if you guys just DM me your ultimate wet dream A10 mission, I owe you one. So send me what your favorite thing to do would be, and I'll make sure that's baked into next week for you. So, because I do feel bad.
Roger that. Thank you.
Rinaldi.
Fun mission. Taking off under new fire was
A10 wet
was a
dream.
blast.
Longer convoy.
Getting the red air to go and shoot at was fun, you know, especially for the 16th.
Warning, autopilot.
A bunch of groundwork here the past couple missions. I guess the only con was I felt like I got forgotten about by ATC. I was separated from the rest of my flight, but outside of that, good times.
Yeah, were you
Was Rattler
Jedi?
1 2?
Okay.
Rifle Maverick.
Okay. Gotcha. And
Rifle.
just say again the convoy,
yes?
you got forgotten.
Yeah, so basically the entire Rattler flight was getting kind of vectored around the airfield, and I was
Scratch
on the heading,
BMP1.
I was staying on the heading, and I was staying on the heading, and I was flying away from the airfield.
Gotcha. Okay.
So for a while, I just asked for a vector, because I felt like, okay, he's got a lot going on right now, and if I don't say something, I'll be going further and further away from the airfield. I managed to crash right outside of it, but that's on me.
At least you try.
Yeah,
And
normally I would.
IFR.
Yeah, normally I would be like with my flight lead. Were you not attached to your entire flight?
We were not. So two of us
Fuel
dealing
state,
one set of targets.
4.3.
The other two of us
Okay,
were
you got
dealing with
split.
separate.
I gotcha.
We got split. Some tasks. Came back
Take
together.
1-4.
The flight got vectored back together.
4,000
except
even.
for me.
Copy.
Gotcha. Okay, very good.
Yeah, Walsh, what had happened is his entire flight was pushed to me less than 10 miles over the airfield. And so it was a little bit of a cluster. I'll go more into it.
Gotcha. Okay. Probably a lot of that's on me, but very good. All right, thank you, Renault.
Hey Walsh, real quick, I got good news and bad news.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Nimrod's is
Pistol
bombed,
times
and
2.
I am missing a wing. I'll make it back.
Need vectors? Well, I can't give them to you because I don't see you.
It's no, I still got data
It's-
link and working radios. I just don't have a wing.
Pretty much 070 for 119.
Yes.
Alright. Sorry, was that Rinaldi or Hagler I just finished with?
Rinaldi.
Hagler's muted, so he's not going to hear me anyway. I think I'll come back. May, you want now or you want me to come back to you? 'Cause-
Rifle Maverick.
That's fine. Now come back to me. That's fine.
Very good. Becky?
Change base. Show does.
Scratch 1 BTR 80. Man, we made short work of these guys.
That's what it is.
I'm sorry,
Hell
what
yeah.
loadouts?
Ace in a day.
It's the day loadouts. The 10 AMRAAMs and the 2 sidelines.
Or the 8 and 4 mix, depending on how you meant, but you know, plenty of missiles to shoot. Almost took some friendly fire from checkpoint, but they were able to divert their AMRAAMs from hitting red flight, so that was nice. Highlighted some skill issues on my end. It's a fun mission, so thank you.
Good. Cyril? Did you ever make it in, Cyril? still muted. Your mic is on.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I did make it in.
Going
it was
in
a good
guns
mission.
hot on lead
I
vehicle.
flew the Chinooks. There was an issue with dropping, like, we pick stuff up, drop it off where we needed to go, and that was not working. I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but dropping it off, like, I would drop it off and it would spawn back where we started. Not really sure what was going on with that, but
Roger that. I'm gonna follow you with rockets.
in general, like, the setup was cool. If that had worked, it was a pretty fun mission.
Okay. When
Have
I'm
eyes for
looking
any
at the
AAA behind me?
fob, you guys dropped off a shitload of stuff there. You're telling me you didn't see it there?
Yeah, no, there was no indication that it happened. What we were getting was like little notes of like it spawned back where we started.
It looks
like,
pretty clear.
I was only able to pick something up when Kasago dropped his. Like, I
We've
couldn't pick
defeated their
anything up
morale.
until he was done dropping it.
Yeah, they're not coming back this way for a long time.
Yeah, and then like once he dropped it, I would pick it up and I would go and drop it, but there was no indication that it was actually like successful. And then I would drop it and it would like spawn in front of him back at base. So we were kind of doing this weird rotating thing.
CTLV only works on the flight lead, so they got to be in separate groups.
Well, I had it set up. Oh, they have to be separate.
Separate groups, CTLV.
Wow. What? How did Baruch not catch that? My quality control agent failed me. Wow, what a fucking idiot.
I was
you
too
guys are
busy
absolutely
preparing
correct.
to fly.
I know. That's my bad. Okay,
My
so that's
quality
exactly what it was. You guys weren't in separate groups. That's my bad. Wow. Okay, thank you. So that's actually really...
Yeah, other than that, it was great though.
Okay, very good. Thanks. Zamora?
Positive is taking off from a runway under attack is really goddamn cinematic. Negative. Actually, after going through TacView, I don't have negative anymore as I figured out what happened. And overall, the mission was awesome.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. What were you in?
Jedi 1.
Labor. Very good. Okay.
Pickle Paperweight GBU 12 on May
James, I don't
Bentley.
think you were in mission, were you?
I'm not sure if I'm just hitting dead guys over and over again at this point.
He wasn't. Sergeant.
I think Jim's at work.
Well, I'm wondering that myself.
Bruce, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, it was.
I think this convoy's toast.
Had some skill
We
issues
could probably go
but,
RTB.
Overall, enjoyed it. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Caliber?
Can you hear me? Alright, awesome. Ram,
I'm switching to
the pros,
waypoint
again,
1.
Cinematic entrance, fantastic, great opening. Not something I've seen before, honestly, so that was really good. Identified some lagging
Holding
points
target
on
management
but that has
switch
nothing
aft
to do
long
with,
to clear
mission.
the speed.
So it's just something worth to know.
That way your vector on the velocity
The mission setup
vector
was
will actually
weird.
point towards
I mean,
the
I was
waypoint as
expecting
opposed to
some
your more
air-to-ground
recent
play
speed.
as well, but that's just a personal bias. Communication was good. Major Mackey did well in keeping
Understood. Thank you.
Feel situational. So
I'm gonna bring it down.
cons.
I'm gonna keep it at 10,000, and I'm gonna slow down and let us reform.
Great.
Roger that.
But did you go already? I think you're just at the top now of your stream.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Going back to the support assets. Let's start with Oliver.
Hi. I was doing departure arrivals in tower, split with Roberts, who was doing ground half the time. I think everyone did. I think everyone's radio communication improved from the last TacTuesday that I was on. We did have one helicopter cross the active without contacting us. It was a Chinook, probably because that radio's garbage. Just gotta figure that out.
It's probably
I'm
fucking
currently
Sarah,
at.
man.
Well, I'm not sure where I'm at.
Probably
my altitude is not reading accurately, but if I look at my analog gauge, I'm at 10,300, and I have currently using fuel flow of 20 to allow you to catch up.
Kind of departure headings, so just be mindful. Don't switch unless you're told. If you're on frequency and you're wondering why you haven't been switched, you could always.
Roger that. Yeah, I'm at 10.
And then I know
I'm not getting a radar altitude reading at all.
Yeah, for some reason it's just stationary.
Under control. Just remember when you're on a radio frequency with ground tower or any other sort of ATC, you're under their control, and you should always follow their control, even if there's aircraft bombing the crap out of the airfield. You should never take the active because you don't know what's on that active or what that controller's planning to do. But aside from that, great job everyone, great job on the comms, and great job on the mission. I wasn't in the mission, but I got to
Just
hear
confirming,
the panic of everyone
do you
on the
have
ground
your
as things
pitot
were blowing
heater
up.
turned on?
So that was pretty cool. And I don't know if Roberts wants to speak on behalf of the ground.
Yeah, no, it's his turn now. I was coming back to him.
I hope I explode tonight.
Yeah, it's my PITO's on.
I am going to steal your excuse as to why not let planes in the air and use it whenever the F-16 tries to take off. You have permission.
Got it. Wonderful. Alright, C2.
Yeah. Interesting. Good thing you saved me about 30, not even 30 seconds, probably about 10 seconds before I left. Because, you know what, you even duped me from thinking that there wasn't going to be anything for me to do tonight.
Just so everybody knows, I did
Boy, was I
not
wrong.
tell ATC or C2 what was happening. This was all sprung on them.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that was one other thing I was going to say. It's not a con, it's just a quip and a personal bias again. Windeck, man. You kept steering us, flow this way, flow that way, and I'm like, my fuel! I can't keep doing this cap stuff! 38,000, back down to 20. 38,000, back down to 15. 38,000. I'm like, my fuel, I'm dying! That's all.
Well, if you'll...
You earned that type of caliber.
If you remember, a lot of those are recommended, not required. Always starts with recommend flow. So that's up to the flight lead to disregard.
Alright, I'm going to fence out,
Before we go further,
turning weapons off,
When you're telling him I
and
recommend
turning lights
you
back
follow
on.
290, is he thinking...
Roger that.
No.
Okay, alright.
He was following me all the
I was following
time.
Mackie the whole time.
And
Yeah.
somehow I still had
Now to use the external
learning.
lighting master switch, it's
recommend
the
300
pinky
and
switch,
caliber's climbing
the
to
HOTAS
30,000.
pinky switch
Okay,
aft
recommend
should turn the
180
lights back on.
I do know what a bearing is.
Alright, sorry, continue.
Very sorry. Sorry, Windeck. Okay, let's start again.
So yeah, no, you saved me from leaving early because nobody was here for air to air, and I was like, oh, you know, it'll be an easy night. They'll just talk to you on 305, you know, as they're heading out to their target sites. So yeah, no, I think we got everybody to check in, which I think now is officially the first stop ever that's happened. So everybody, thank you. Next we got to work on is Fox 3 calls. So the next important thing is to call out your Fox 3 on the package so that everybody knows missile down range. We did split up between the north and south lanes so that, you know, we tried to deconflict how much comms air-to-air wise was going to happen. So appreciate you guys being flexible on that. And then yeah, no, I think general improvement. You know, I think as we continue to do this, folks are getting into the rhythm of it. So as questions come up, feel free to continue asking those. And I think the only thing I have is, as a con per se, is, when a C2 controller is trying to help the ATC guys out by staggering, if you've got the fuel, we'll keep you at a good distance and have you conserve and keep you from losing it. But it is for a purpose to try to help with emergencies or other impending flights that are causing traffic. So that's the only con I've got.
Yeah, I forgot to add that as a con too. Apologies to the guys over Bost. A lot of you were transferred to me when you were really short or high. So I had to back you guys down. Sorry, I wouldn't help you for looking flags.
So I'm currently seeing you at 11,000 altitude. Is that correct?
Support guys to just find easier ways to
Yes, that's right.
really low frequency on time.
Got it.
There was a better airfield just north. We could use that one.
No crew.
Yeah, it's probably, I mean, it's a failure.
Do you need me to bring my throttle back, Ted?
Somewhat on the mission design side of things, like me, because...
Are you running full throttle right now?
Yeah, I'm full throttle.
Essentially when things happen, so...
Ted 4, I'll dial it down a bit. I can manage.
Hey, I'm still flying the mission. Did you guys go past me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was trying to get you, but you were muted. Yeah, we'll take one pro, one con, and any comments for this, sir?
Dude, the scramble at the first was freaking awesome. I thought that was really, really cool. Honestly, I don't really have a con. I think the spacing and stuff I figured there'd be more like a cluster at the second airbase where we had to drop, where we had to land, but everything seemed, to me anyway, that everybody got in and got out pretty good. So overall, I think that was really cool. I really, really like the that little exciting thing at the rip. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. And bubble it in my crawl for a while. So.
Yeah, I see you catching up. This is looking good.
No, they didn't. All right, that's Windeck. That's everybody except myself and from me, obviously. This was a weird thing, doing the whole scramble. I wanted to give it a shot, kind of force everybody into an AA thing. Honestly, the entire brief, the missions are out there, they were doable, but the entire brief was a feint. The whole thing was designed to make you guys get up in the air, with air-to-air munitions and then deal with it. Execution a little sloppy because it's the first time I tried to do it. I may do it again sometime when there's new names and faces out here that aren't expecting it, but unfortunately the cat's out of the bag now. Only con I'll say was I did see a few people in dogfighting or in engagements with their lights on. Turn your motherfucking lights off and learn about fencing in and out if you're not familiar with it. And if you're a flight lead, tell your guys to fence in and out. Otherwise, it was very interesting. It was cool. I enjoyed watching it. I think you guys did a really good job, and they actually ran a little... we did it pretty quickly today, which I think is cool. So hopefully everybody enjoyed it, and with that, I would go to Glorious Leader. I think he's the only person that hasn't spoken.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. I really liked the airfield in the start. Like Oliva said, the panic in everybody's voice, Krupa, trying to want to expedite. So, and then I heard Oliva say, "No, you will not expedite. You will listen to what I tell you to do." So I thought
his burner was already lit.
Yes, I was laughing hysterical. So I thought it was really, I thought that was a lot of fun. Just watching, like right after we left.
All right, slowing down, reducing altitude to 2,000.
We were told to taxi.
Roger that, reducing altitude.
Basically, the hangars behind us blew up. It was
do you want to do a straight on to arrival for 05, or do you want to do an overhead brake?
You know, as soon as we got told to flow south, I kind of knew. I thought.
Let's just get out of the air.
It's kind of like.
Sounds good to
tricky
me.
shit
All right,
that
I'm
Walsh
going
is
in for
pulling
a
with
straight-in
wingback.
arrival
So,
or
yeah, it was.
landing on O5.
I thought it was really fun, man. It was a shame that it's just like all these guys in this mission will know next time what this is about, so we really can't do it again because it was definitely a lot of fun. So, yeah, it was a good time. The only thing at con I had was Boss. We couldn't get the lights on when we were landing, so we had a little bit of a problem. Me and Shep, we Tokyo drifting all over the runway because we let and the wind was really, really, really strong. I mean, it was really, yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was actually on my con list. I wrote lights, and it was supposed to equate for both the cons, like everybody having their lights on, but yeah, I realized we need some sort of. I thought, maybe did you ever try and call?
I did call. It wouldn't turn them on, and then I don't know.
Okay.
And then Leave actually gave me the frequency, and I called that.
I pushed him.
Yeah.
I'm the one that told him the frequency to try to push to you. So I need to ask Barouge. He may know or he may not. Is there a trigger or a something that we can use to force an airfield to turn on its lights? Because Kandahar was dark as can be as well.
There is a mod. There's part of Masoon's pack has airfield lights. And you could probably turn them on with a trigger, but that might break shit.
No, they all have lights. We need to know how to force them.
I think they're on. It's just that if you're not wearing night vision, it's very, very hard to see. But when you're wearing night vision,
they're not on at all, bro.
No.
Oh,
They're
really?
not.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
I was spectating.
No. So it was me and Shepard was basically following me in. Bosch was on after we landed, Krupp, because you guys were right after us, and we were on the ground. I was like, "Wow, look, the lights are on. What the fuck?"
It's because it's working off the
ground?
old the DC the default DCS menu where you gotta call in. And
I did call in twice.
Probably not on the right channel.
Well, I mean, that's the channel I gave it. They gave me.
Yeah, no, we gave it to him. So
No, I mean, you know what I mean. For default DCS,
I have an idea of
ATC
how we can do this.
What is it, Bruce?
We'll talk offline. There's a potential workaround.
So at any rate, it seems like we have a fair amount of early day or late night missions, and I would like to turn on the lights for you guys. So we'll work on it. All in all, I think it was a successful, fun mission. I wanted to try this concept. You're right, May. It's kind of ruined for everybody that's ever played in it, but
I was, maybe they'll forget.
Or I could.
Or you could just modify it.
I could have any mission. You never know. Any mission.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun, man. I thought it was a good time.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was good.
Exiting the runway via the right.
Ace on a
Appreciate it
flight.
from everybody. I don't know if we can't really provide attack view until these guys land, can we?
Please, I have made it 150 miles with one wing. I'm landing this bitch.
Shoot him out of the sky.
Oh yeah, Barouche, can you put a tour at the runway like you normally do?
Hey, the fire went out. I'm no longer on fire.
Who did he do that to?
Still snowing though, my guy.
Who did he put the SA9? He put a 9 right like a mile away from the runway. Who the hell was that? Trying to land.
Last thing, guys. Sorry, last thing.
I think that was Walsh.
It was. You shot me. I raged the next day and told you before I really knew you very well. I, like raged out. I feel bad now. Last thing, guys. You saw anybody do anything cool? Anybody in your flight? Please just send me even a short DM, and I'll help you craft a metal wreck for it. We don't do any metals over here, and the other MOSs do. So I would love to.
Yeah, you know what they say, guys. And you get a medal. And you get a medal.
Yeah, we'd love to get with the medal.
Everyone gets some medal.
Maybe you think that ATC or